Good afternoon, Yoshi and the team at Appliances Online. My name's Elaine and I'd like to talk to you today about my washing machine. It's a Bosch Classics 1000X washing machine. My machine's approximately 7 years old now. For the first couple of years of its life it washed for 4 adults. Then for a year it washed for 3 adults and 2 children, including a baby and a toddler. For the last couple of years of its life it's just washed for 2 adults. In all that time I've had the machine, I really haven't had a problem with it at all. It's only ever once had an engineer out to it when one of the children left a zip not done up on one of the jackets they put in for washing, and it actually tore the rubber, so the rubber needed replaced, which really isn't a washing machine fault, it was just bad luck. I'd like to explain some of the features on my washing machine for you now. As you can see, it has various different heat settings just like any washing machine. You've got your cottons, your pre-wash, your rinse, your woolens and your delicates, and you've got the various different temperature controls you can use at the same time. It's got a variable spin speed from 1000 down to 600, and it also has a rinse hold if you want to put delicate stuff in and you don't actually want to spin it at the time, you want to come back to it later. Some of the more useful features it has a wash plus button, as you can see. Just by pushing that in, the light comes on, which means your washing will actually take longer to wash, supposedly giving it cleaner results. To be honest with you, I've never really needed it. I find that the machine gives good enough results without that button. But one I have used fairly regularly is the rinse plus button. It was used more when my grandson was here, because he has eczema. Like a lot of children, he has delicate skin, and it was a handy thing to make sure your washing was rinsed properly. One of the other things I liked about this machine, one of the reasons I bought it, is down the bottom of my machine here, if we can focus. It's the actual, you've got a drain plug here, so if you've put stuff in the machine and you can't actually get it to the machine door to open, that will drain the water out of your machine. And this here lets you into the filter. Now this is a really handy feature, particularly when you've got children that leave Kirby grips and things in the washing and they get dragged into the bottom. Other washing machines I've had over the years, that's been either inaccessible at the back or underneath, and it's been very, very awkward to get at. So that was one of the reasons I bought this machine in the first place. If I was to get to review an item, I would like to either review a new washing machine, because as I say, this one's about 7 years old, or a fridge freezer, because that would be handy for the grandson. I can keep all his food separate then. Thank you very much for listening to me.